Hello guys and welcome to the Internet Bit, a show where we discuss entrepreneurship, how to make money online, digital marketing tips and tutorials, SEO and more. This is the episode 12 of our 101 ways to make money online series, wherein we talk about one new business model or method to make money from the internet in every episode. The topic for today's video is how to make money in the stock market, and this video is fairly different from what we usually do on this podcast because we usually talk about internet marketing and those kind of things, but we cannot ignore the fact that this is a legit way to make money online, and thus we had to cover it on this podcast. So I want to give you guys a disclaimer before we proceed with the podcast. Don't consider this as financial advice, okay? So this is in no way, shape or form a financial advice. This is just general education that you guys need to have about the stock market. If you're a beginner, my points will definitely help you a lot. And I'm not suggesting you any stocks, or I'm not giving you any kind of financial advice as such, but I am telling you how these financial instruments or how this particular way works. Alright, so basically stock market actually gives you a way to gain profits from the growth of a particular company. There's this concept about greed and fear. A business working on these concepts will never ever go out of business. Okay, so whenever there's greed or fear involved in a particular business, it will never go out of business. And to give a few examples, insurance, fear is involved, and same in astrology, and then you can say Bitcoin, there is greed involved. And yeah, as you guys can see, these industries, like, people are always putting money in these. Okay, so yeah, greed and fear, and stock market is one such business or one such activity where greed and fear both are involved. Okay, people are greedy to make more money, and people are also fearful that they will lose their money. And in the stock market, whenever someone is fearful, another one gets greedy, and that's how it balances each other out. So the stock market basically allows you to participate in a specific economy's progress. Let's just focus on that line a little bit. The stock market allows you to participate in a specific economy's progress. Isn't that crazy? I mean, it just blows my mind that, yeah, just by investing in a few companies, we can actually become a part of the growth of our country, or we can become a part of the growth or the downfall of our economy. It will be directly proportional to us. And that's a great thing about stock market. But again, there is always too much risk in the stock market, and yes, it actually is. I used to think that how do people lose everything in stock market. I eventually found out how. Okay, so people do lose everything in stock market if they're not doing it right. Some level of research and understanding the business cycles, the fundamentals and everything will keep you safe from losing everything. But yes, do know that if you're trying to play with the stock market, you will lose your money. Okay, and unless and until you do, at least I believe that you're not going to make any real progress. So yes, you will lose money in stock market. It's inevitable actually. I mean, it doesn't matter from where are you learning stock market and like what courses you've done, if you're an MBA or whatnot. It really doesn't matter, because when you invest in stock market, you will eventually, it's inevitable. Okay, you will face a loss in the stock market as you begin. Okay, and when you do, that's going to be the greatest learning for you. All right, so yes, you will lose money in stock market, so be ready for that. And to give you a basic example of how one can make or lose money in the stock market, let me just give you an example of, let's say, Tesla. So much like its brother company SpaceX, Tesla is also skyrocketing, at least its stock is. I hope you got that one. So basically, if a company is going in a good direction, if a company is coming up with good and innovative business solutions, it's making a good product, it's making significant progress, it's pushing the industry forward, it is becoming it is one of the top players within its industry or category, that's when a company's stocks start to grow. Okay, when people believe in a particular company, when people believe in the founder, when people believe in the people of the company, that's when a company's stock price grows. All right, and we all know the person Elon Musk is. I mean, I'm a huge admirer of his, and I like all the good and the bad things that he does. So I mean, I can be a little biased towards him or his companies, but yes, I am an Elon Musk fanboy. No shame there. So basically at this point, Elon has made such an image about himself that his company's stock price always goes up regardless of whether they are doing good or not, because the name Elon Musk attached to them because people trust Elon more than they trust his companies. Okay, and this is a good case. Okay, this happens a lot in the stock market, specifically in India. If there is anything that Mr. Mukesh Ambani touches, any industry, then people do believe that that industry or that company is going to flourish, and they will be happy to invest in that particular company. Okay, so same case is with Elon Musk, and so Tesla stock price currently stands at about $898. Okay, and that's a lot. And by the way, like around 6 months ago, Tesla stock price on 2nd December 2019, Tesla stock price was $334. Okay, and I mean, isn't this crazy? Now in December, had you invested your $334 in Tesla stock, now it would have become 898, and that's a clear example of how you can make money in the stock market. Okay, so the people who invested in Tesla back in December, now they are having like around 3 times of what they invested. Okay, so they are getting a 3 times ROI. So now let me tell you guys, how do you lose money in stock market? Okay, so taking the same Tesla example, we earlier saw how Tesla could have tripled your money by now, but now let me take you a month back. Okay, a month back, what happened is on 29th April 2020, Tesla stock price was at $800. All right, and what happened is Elon Musk, he tweeted that I think Tesla stock price is overrated at the moment. Okay, and yes, Elon Musk himself tweeted that about his company. As crazy as it may sound, he did that, and the result, Tesla stock price on 1 May, which is just 2 days later, Tesla stock price was at $701. Okay, the stock literally dropped $100 within 2 days. Okay, which is crazy because Tesla lost $14 billion in their valuation. Okay, instantly, just because of that one tweet. So in this particular example, let's say Elon tweeted that, and people started to sell their stock because the company founder himself is saying that the stock is overrated. So now the stock is going to drop. Alright, so what happened is everyone started to sell Tesla shares. Now when you have a CEO of a company telling you guys that the stock is overpriced, you definitely sell it. Okay, because it's very uncertain. Now if I tell you that my company is not doing great, I think my company is overvalued, you should take out your money of the company, right? And that's what people did. People started to sell Tesla stocks, and the value dropped to $700. Okay, which was insane. Okay, so in this particular example, the people who managed to buy the stock back in December, and they saw this tweet in April, and those guys panicked and they decided to sell. Okay, let's take this hypothetical situation, I mean, which of course a lot of people did, but let's assume this is what happened. And when they did, they left at a profit. Okay, because they put in $300 and they are exiting the company at the price of $800, but they'll still be disappointed, I'm assuming. But now let's talk about the person who invested in Tesla stock at 28th April. Okay, so on 28th April 2020, Tesla stock price was at $770. Alright, so a person bought at $770. On 29th April, the stock price goes to $800. So he knows that, okay, he's made $20 on his stock, but Elon tweets that and the stock price drops to $700. So what's happened here is that the person who bought on 28th at the price of $770, he just lost his $70. Okay, now Tesla is a special case. Tesla is like Elon Musk companies are mostly volatile like this, and Tesla has strong products, it has good fundamentals and stuff. So Tesla definitely did bounce back, and now its stock price is even higher than it was like back when this thing happened, and it has like kind of reached its all-time peak. Okay, so yes, Tesla did bounce back, but a lot of times lot of companies don't. Okay, so when a stock price falls, it is most likely going to be there. Okay, unless and until you have a lot of time in your hand, you want to give the company time to revive itself and get back on its feet, and then you will be able to recover your money. Good luck to you in that case. But Tesla, the turnaround was very quick, although but now I hope you get the point that how you can make and lose money in stock market. Okay, so let's say this person who bought at 770, when the stock price go to 700, he did not panic and sell his stock away. Okay, you remember the concept of fear and greed. So he was not fearful and he did not sell at 700. Okay, but at the same time a lot of people got greedy and they bought at 700, and now the people who bought at 700 when the company stock was at 700, currently just a month later the price is like increased by $200. Had you bought Tesla stock back when it was on 1st May when it was $700, today on June 1 you would have made around $200 profit on your Tesla stock. Okay, so basically that's how this works. That's how you make and lose money in the stock market. The key things in stock market are timing and fundamentals. Okay, so what I mean by fundamentals is that how is the company performing, how is it at its core, how are the people in the company, how is the founder of the company, how is the CEO of the company, what's their vision, what's their plan, what's their mission, where are they trying to go, what are they trying to achieve, what innovation are they doing, what kind of products are they coming up with, how are they as compared to their competitors. Okay, so what are the financials, are they taking any external investment, are they overvalued, are they undervalued, or are they scamming people. Okay, so all these questions come when you are trying to analyze the fundamentals of a company. Okay, so you have to know that the company has to have strong fundamentals before investing in any company, and you have to be patient with your money. Okay, in the stock market you have to be patient. Invest if you think that the company is fundamentally correct, and then just be patient with your money. That's how you make money in stock market. All right, and also there is this another concept that we need to discuss, which is trading. Okay, so day trading is basically a concept where you buy and sell the company stock within the same day. Okay, whether it goes up or down, it depends on that. Okay, all right, you just put in a day trade. Okay, whichever app that you're using to trade your stocks, and what will happen is you will buy at what the market is opening, whatever price it may be, and you will sell at the price that market is closing. Okay, so let's say the market for Tesla opened at $700, and within that day, within that market clock, Tesla stock price rose to 702. Okay, so those $2 are your profit for the day, and you will be able to cash out that money. So day trading really sounds fascinating, but remember that day trading is not a career option. It is something that you can do if you have a lot of money. Basically, day trading is never ever a career option. Day trading is just a thing to do. Most stock investors and I personally highly recommend against day trading, because I don't think there's any money that you can make in day trading. It's just a one time thing. I guess you should have your fun with it, but don't ever consider it to be a long term business plan or like a career option. If you're doing it in cryptocurrency and stuff, then the case is different. Yeah, but here at least in the stock market, day trading is just a bad idea. So don't do that, and always remember that investing is 1,000 times better than trading. Okay, if you're an investor, it means you put in your money and then you let the money grow along with the company. Okay, you give your money time, you are patient with your money, and that's when you get more returns. And if you are impatient with your money, then you will become a trader and you will potentially lose most of your money. Okay, that was just a quick bit about trading versus investing, but now let me tell you a few more tips about how stock market works and how you can make money using it. Here are a few more tips that I like to share with you guys before you get started with the stock market. Okay, and also always remember that these steps are just the very building blocks for your whole stock market investing and knowledge. And after this, I want you guys to do deeper research about what kind of stocks, what kind of industries would be great to invest right now, because I mean, as we are in this pandemic, there's like a gold mine opportunity, like I mean just like once in a lifetime opportunity for the guys who understand this. Like it's crazy, because if you invest right now, you are going to reap the benefits for the rest of your life. Okay, opportunities like these don't come often, so this will be a great time for you guys to get started with the stock market. It does not matter how much you invest, like even $100 are more than enough to invest in stock market. Like and you should definitely go ahead and put in your money in stock market, because the markets are at its all-time low, and kind of at least the country India is kind of going into a recession, and this is the time when people have to pay attention and people have to use their money to make a lot of money. This is the time when you can just put in your money here and get a tenfold return on your investment. Okay, so do your research and spend a lot of time in your research. Okay, I mean, there are obvious signs what industries to invest in, but I'm not going to suggest you even one, because that's just something that I'm not going to do. And you should do your research. You should be accountable for your money and your profits and your losses. Okay, and by the way, how I am not suggesting you any stocks or any industries even to invest in this particular scenario. You should expect the same from everyone else, and even if somebody is suggesting you any stocks, do not take their advice and do your own research, because even if you hear from someone, your brain gets influenced that okay, no, this particular person is kind of learned about this particular industry, and I should he said he's taken the name of this company, so I should go ahead and invest in this particular company, because and then all of a sudden when you check its fundamentals, just because you've heard from an influential figure, whenever you check the fundamentals of the company, you will automatically try to convince yourself कि okay, no, this is a great stock and let's try to go ahead and buy it. Okay, and why I'm sharing this with you is because it happened with me. So but I was fortunate enough that my trades didn't go through. Okay, so I was facing some issues with my trading account. With I trade using this app called Zerodha, okay, which is only for India. So okay, so I'll tell you this quick anecdote. There was this big YouTuber in Indian stock market industry, okay, like in this whole Indian stock market channel, there is this big huge YouTuber. He's probably done 1 million subscribers now, and he's a very genuine guy, okay, very genuine guy, but he messed up once, okay, and he had given indications about this particular company, which was a bank. Okay, and I mean, if you guys are following current affairs in India, you will definitely understand what's the stock that I'm talking about. This particular bank was in controversial state for a very long time. The bank was like at a very low price, had fallen to its all-time low, okay, basically without anything happening, because a lot of people defaulted on that bank, and he and a lot of other YouTubers, but he was the flag bearer for this. He suggested that this particular stock is very great, you should invest in it and stuff like that, and I was also hyped about it, okay, and I also believed in that company. When I mentioned that when you hear from an influential figure in a particular industry, when you see the fundamentals, you automatically try to convince yourself, oh no, this is great, I want to invest in this company. Okay, see, yeah, this is a golden opportunity. When you look at the numbers, when you look at the people running the company, you try to convince yourself on your own that no, this is a great stock, we should definitely invest in this. Okay, and that's what was almost going to happen with me, and I always placed the order for a trade but didn't go through, and I just consider myself so lucky for it, because what happened is when I was going to invest in that particular trade, and I actually was discussing this with one of my friends that I'm going to place my money in this particular stock, and he was also like, oh, alright, yeah, even I'm planning so, and we had that conversation, and the next day government of India ruled out a huge like limitation on that particular bank. Okay, so basically they killed that bank essentially. Okay, so the bank was doing some shady practices and stuff like that, and government of India just laid out the hammer, and this bank was not functional all of a sudden, and the stock price just plummeted so bad that I mean, the people who had bought into his advice, they've lost their money by now. Okay, and I don't think it's recovered yet. I mean, if people decided to hold their stock, I don't think they've still recovered from for the price that they bought and for the price that it currently stands. That's a huge difference. Okay, so that's one example about what happens when you take people's advice about companies. That's why I will tell you, never ever if you want to take advice about categories or industries, do so. That's where I believe, because industries people can judge. Okay, like I can give you 10 industries right now that are going to flourish, and that would be great stocks to invest in, but never ever take advice about specific companies. Okay, so that's one thing. So while investing in stock market, make sure that you study the top stocks. Okay, one safe advice that I can give you, and this will be the only financial advice that I'll give you, that is always invest in index funds. Okay, so what are index funds? Basically the Dow Jones and the Sensex and Nifty. Let me give an example of the index fund Nifty. So Nifty is a stock market index, and what an index means is that a collective of the best performing companies of a particular country. Okay, and that I guess is always safe to do, because there's a history that index funds have given at least like around 8 to 10% of returns on your investment throughout the entire time they've been running. Okay, so never has it happened that somebody has put their money in an index fund and had a loss. Okay, so index fund is the very safest option that you can go ahead with while investing in stock market. And so I will definitely suggest you guys that you can invest in index funds, and there is no harm there. Okay, but do your research, because current times are very uncertain, and you can never say the unthinkable can happen. Stock market is highly volatile at this particular point, and you guys obviously know the reason. This whole global pandemic is shaking borders and industries across the world. So that's why I would highly recommend that you guys first make sure that you're in a position to take a loss, and make sure that you guys have done enough research before putting your money anywhere. So also next step would be that you have to invest in a disciplined manner. Okay, not out of impulse. A lot of people, what they do is they make impulsive decisions with their stock trades. That's the worst thing one can ever do. Okay, because you have to literally forbid yourself from doing impulsive decisions in the stock market. You have to always have a discipline, always follow the fundamentals, and always follow the rules before picking a particular stock. Okay, and this is one piece of advice that I specifically want to give to you, is that whenever you make money in stock market, always be humble. Okay, consider that you made this money out of luck. What a lot of people do is, like, once they make some profit in stock market, they think that, okay, I was right about the stock, and I always knew that this particular stock was going to make me money, and yes, I am a great investor, and I am now the new wolf of Wall Street. Okay, this is what goes through people's head. Okay, and this is what people usually think when they like make some money in stock market, and they just like start flying in the sky and put even more money, then just like start to make impulsive trades, be like, hey, okay, I have this gut feeling about this particular stock. All that is BS. Okay, if you ever feel the same, remember that you have to be humble, and remember that you got lucky. Okay, in the stock market, it never, like, people spend their entire lifetimes and they still don't understand the markets clearly, or they still don't become a good investor. So you are no special case, and always consider, like, at least in the beginning, unless and until you've made a number of profits and losses, until then don't consider yourself good at stock market. Okay, if you just made one profit and that's all you have got to call yourself an investor, then please, I have bad news for you. Please do not try to waste your money in this particular area. Okay, and be humble with your wins, and be constructive with your losses. Okay, so whenever you lose money, try to reverse engineer what went wrong, why did the company go down, what was the thing that you could not foresight. Okay, what was the thing that you did not see, and learn from your mistakes, and next time pick better stocks. Then what you have to do is, once you've bought your stocks, monitor the changes in your portfolio, and keep evaluating it. Okay, so you have to constantly check if a stock is gone down in your portfolio. You have to understand, is there something serious? Do you need to worry? Do you need to panic right now and just leave this company here and move on? Or you need to stick with this company and give it more chances? Okay, so you have to constantly monitor your portfolio. It's not something that you can just buy and then forget it. A lot of people give you this advice that put your money in stock market and then forget it. No, please do not do that. Constantly keep monitoring your portfolio, because if you don't, you might actually end up losing a lot of money. Now the next point is, don't be emotional. Okay, do not be emotional with your money in general, but when it comes to stock market, don't be emotional. So an example would be, I have this dream that one day when I'm a billionaire, I want to own up to 1% in Nike stock. Okay, because Nike is just my favorite company. I mean, if you ask me what's your favorite company, it's going to be Nike, and I'm a huge sneakerhead, by the way, for those of you who don't know. and anything that Nike makes, I just have to have it. I'm madly obsessed with this company, and so much so that I want to own up to 1% of Nike stock. Okay, and that 1% is somewhere in millions. Okay, so, and that will be like the dumbest thing that I will do, because I can make better investments with millions of dollars instead of just putting it in Nike. So like, the brand is so close to me, it means so much to me that I want to own a percentage in it. Okay, and but this is emotional, and I probably guess I will never do that. Okay, and yeah, you also have to do the same. Don't be emotional about a particular company. Don't try to support your favorite company by buying their stock. Okay, always remember, like, a lot of people try to do that. They want to support their favorite company or their favorite brands by buying their stock. I mean, if you believe in the company, if you think the company is doing right, then by all means. But if you're a mad person like me who just wants to own everything that Nike makes and want to go as far as owning Nike stock, then don't do that, and I'm not going to do that either. Okay, and yes, next point is, do not borrow funds to invest. Literally, do not borrow funds to invest, because stock market is uncertain. You are not going to be sure that are you going to be able to pay this or not. Okay, because stock market is very, very uncertain. You can never ever, like, do not commit this mistake. I would rather call it a sin of borrowing money to invest in the stock market. Okay, never do that. And yes, stay away from day trading. And we discussed day trading briefly like previously. Okay, now we have not discussed what are the means to invest in stock market. Okay, so if you're a person in India and want to get started with stock market investing and everything, first of all, you need a demat account and stuff. But what I would rather suggest you is that you make an account with Zerodha. Okay, this is a new this is fairly new platform that allows beginners to invest in the stock market and like try their hands on. And I really like their platform, and it's a great it is really easy as compared to other things that I have. I personally had an account with this company called Motilal Oswal, and I'm not using it anymore. I guess it says a lot. So yeah, go ahead and open your account with Zerodha. Yeah, it's just basic. The process also very simple. If you are someone from like other countries, I guess Robinhood is the biggest one in the United States. And regardless, if you're not from the US, also do your research about which is a great stock trading app within your country and what are your country regulations about investing in stock market. Do your research and remember the tips that I have given you. And I guess this will be enough for you guys to at least get started or have a fair bit of an idea about how stock market works, how to pick your first stock, and what to do and what not to do. Okay, this was a very unusual video for me as well, but yes, we have to cover everything that you can do online. And yeah, so anyone who is getting started with stock market, make sure to share this video with them and help us help other people make money online. Make sure to come tomorrow for something related to the internet marketing world, and yeah, that'll be more fun. Okay, I hope you guys have liked the video. Share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the podcast, share, press the bell icon, do all the great stuff that you guys can to support the channel, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks.